following presentation of Bulldog Unchained is rated I for immature. It may contain factually inaccurate statements, political incorrectness, and savage accounts of sexual acts. So move up, embrace yourselves, because Daddy's going in balls deep with 30 Minutes of Mayhem.
You are the motherfucking Antichrist!
What's up, you filthy D-gens? It is Friday, April 5th, 2019. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast with 30 Minutes of Mayhem. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So, I have received quite a few interesting questions today for this episode. And the first one I'm going to start off with. So Chris Izzy asked, if you were stuck on an island with the What's Wrong With You Man crew, who would you eat first? And just for our knowledge, last. Well, first, I mean, obviously, I'm going to eat Torin. Like, you know, he's got to take out the black guy first, man. You don't want him to get too goddamn powerful. He might fucking take all of us out. Plus, he's the smallest. We could probably get him the easiest. Next would probably be. We got to get Corey, because Corey's going to be upset that we got his took out his work wife. So yeah, Corey's got to go next. I think that the last man standing is probably going to be Jew Boy. To be honest, I mean. You know, I gotta get you, Izzy. Gotta take out Nubs, but Jew Boy does make a valid point. You know, he's gonna have to be done in small doses because you know, the amount of drugs that are in that dude's bloodstream, I don't think you're gonna even be able to cook out. So yeah, you're gonna have to go easy on that one. It's Actually, I'll probably just keep Jew Boy around and be like, okay, now we've got all these bones. Let's fucking let's fashion a raft out of this shit and get the fuck out of here. I mean, I guess we could have tried that originally, but, you know, fuck it. You guys are all there. Might as well eat you. Less people on the raft, right? I'm a big dude, so, you know, I know you motherfuckers would be trying to come after me for sustenance. I think Jew Boy makes a pretty valid, though, on the amount of drugs in his system. Probably fuck everyone up. Yeah, that's a fair assessment, man. That's Jesus Christ. What a weird fucking question. Andy Imlay asks, what's the longest stairway in the world? Any stairway that I have to piggyback your ass up or down is indeed the longest stairway in the world. Oh my God. But I guess for you, you know, Andy is like the claptrap of the crew. He's bold. He's ready to take on any challenge. He could fight any villain, and then all of a sudden he sees stairs, and he's like, "Stairs, no!" That's the end of Andy's journey. He can't accompany the group to fight the final boss, unless McNinch is there, and then we'll just make McNinch huff his ass up and down the stairs. To be honest, I don't know what the longest stairway in the world is. I would imagine. I wonder if, you know what? Let's fucking, we're gonna learn something today. I'm gonna fucking Google this shit. Longest stairway in the world. Goddamn, that is not a stairway. That's like a ladder built into the side of a mountain. I don't think they understand what stairs are. But it says the Nissen Railway, the steps that run alongside the Nissen Mountain Railway in Switzerland, are officially the longest stairway in the world. There are 11,674 steps in all, and it's only possible to hike them one day a year during the Nissen run. It's only a 2-mile run, but there's 5,475 feet of altitude to climb. Like I said, that's not a fucking stairway. That's a goddamn ladder. Fuck that. Let's see what else we can find here. Longest stairs. Okay, that looks like it. Potemkin Stairs, Odessa, Ukraine. The staircase extends for 142 meters over 192 steps. Built in 1841, the actual height is only 27 meters given the size of each step. But it's still, man, you look at this thing, that's a long guy. Even Rocky would stand at the bottom of this and be like, I don't know, that's a lot of fucking stairs, man. Look that up. Potemkin Stairs, Potemkin. And like I said, any set of stairs that any of us have to hike your ass up and down, those are the longest goddamn stairs in the world. Actually, maybe the longest stairs in the world are the cold stairs. If anybody gets that, I fucking love you. James Pinkston. When midget... Jesus Christ. See, this is the kind of question I live for. When midgets do drugs, do they get high or just medium? Oh, God. Do you ever... You know how sometimes people will use the phrase like, I was high as giraffe pussy or something like that? Maybe midgets are like, I was high as a tall person's head. Fucking just have that out-of-body experience. All of a sudden they know what it's like to be 6 feet tall. That'd be kind of weird, right? I wonder if I have any midgets that listen to this show. Little people, midgets, whatever. Fuck, I don't like political correctness. It was midget forever, and now they're like, midget's like the N-word for little people. And I'm like, really? Really? I don't think it is. I think that, like, people call retard the R word. Now, get the fuck out of here. That's retarded. Oh, God, Glenda has a slew of questions that she decided to put all in one for me this time. So the first one, do you think Elon Musk will make it to Mars? Well, first of all, I think Elon Musk is too goddamn intelligent to get in any of those fucking rockets. So I don't think Elon Musk is going to go to Mars, but I think Elon Musk's company, SpaceX, yeah, I think they'll make it to Mars. I think Elon Musk will eventually go down in human history as being the savior of fucking humanity when he not only figures out how to colonize other planets, but for some reason he or someone else who's associated with him is going to figure out terraforming, or it'll come through his company, like through the developments and inventions and ideas that spawn from, you know, what he's done. Once they figure out how to terraform planets, then it's game on. Because, you know, once you can populate your entire solar system, that's a mark of a pretty strong civilization. And then we can have interplanetary wars. Think about this, like, there will actually be Martians and Venusians, and yeah, that'd be fucking kick ass. Kind of sad that we probably won't be around for that. Okay, so I'll come back to Glenda's second question because it coincides with someone else's question. Jason, no. I'll come back to this. But Glenda's third question, how do you feel about the Borderlands 3? The artwork cover with Psycho as Jesus, fucking amazing. The price with pre-order, hey, I'm cool with it. Borderlands 3 looks absolutely balls to the wall, badass. I am so fucking stoked for this. Borderlands 2 came out in what, 2011, 12? Man, it's been a long goddamn time. I've been waiting a long fucking time for this. I know a lot of people don't like pre-sequel. I don't know why. It's just a reskin with a few except. Shut up. Borderlands pre-sequel was fucking awesome too. It's a good fucking time, especially when you get the Handsome collection together. The total with the full, like the individual games and all the DLC, it's like 13 goddamn games for $30. It's amazing. And the replay value on all of those games is so fucking high. Like, it, in my opinion, Borderlands 2, just by itself with its DLC, Borderlands 2 may be the greatest video game ever made. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Yes, I do mean better than Final Fantasy VII. I mean better than anything else. Even as much as I love Assassin's Creed, none of them have garnered as much replay value from me as Borderlands 2. I still play that fucking game regularly. I'm so excited to see all the new fucking bullshit for Borderlands 3, getting to know all the new character types, waiting to see what the DLC is going to be. Woot! I think they announced a September release date. Fuck yeah, man. I'm ready for that shit. Glenda's fourth question: what are your thoughts on the whole Fortnite craze? I try not to think about it. I couldn't give a fuck less about Fortnite. I don't care. I've watched a few streams of it being played, and there's no interest from me, even remotely. That game has nothing to offer me. I could not care less about it. 5. Game of Thrones predictions. I predict that shit's about to come to an end. Again, a show that I've watched sparsely here and there. I know a few key characters. I can't even begin to tell you more than like maybe 8 characters' names, and most of the ones that I liked and enjoyed have long since been dead. Yeah, it's a whole lot of shit to keep up with, and that show has really never held my interest. I can't get into it. I know a lot of you are like, what? Blah, blah, blah. You got to watch past this point, and you got to wait till it gets to this. No, I don't. Fuck, man. Those shows, ooh. Half the episodes that I've ever seen are just grueling to get through. It's like what The Walking Dead turned into. Man, the first 2-3 seasons of The Walking Dead, they were cool. And then it's just, fuck, man, come on. Like, Walking Dead became worse than watching Dragon Ball Z build up for, one battle's building up for 6 episodes before someone fires off their energy shot. But I still love Dragon Ball Z because, Dragon Ball Z is the shit. You can agree with me or be fucking wrong. I don't care. Glenda's 6th question: do you think they should consider renaming plumbing parts? I'm tired of people coming up to me and asking where my nipples are. Glenda, the fact that I get to picture you and the look on your face when someone asks you where your nipples are, my answer is no, they should not rename plumbing parts, because that makes me happy and it makes me smile. That shit's hilarious. I think I'm just going to start asking you that all the time now. Like, every time I see you and be like, where are your nipples at? Of course, I know you'll just point at your tits and just kind of give me that shitty grin. Just kind of smirk at me. Whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. It's whatever. So, to get to Glenda's second question, and that coincides with Jason No's question. So Glenda's second question is, if someone was going to pay you $100,000 to be gay for a day, but you had to be the catcher, would you do it? The answer to that is no. $100,000? No, that's not life-changing money. But Jason asks, what amount of money would it take for you to blow a guy? Nothing special, just completion and a facial. Everybody's got a price, motherfucker, and mine's $10 million, and I have factored logic into this. So I'm still most likely going to have to pay taxes on this $10 million. So I'm going to end up with a little over $6 million left, right? $6 million is a lot of goddamn money that ensures I never have to work another fucking day in my life for another human being on this planet. And I just get to spend the rest of my life doing whatever the fuck I want to do and forgetting about that dick I sucked. So yeah, $10 million. That's if anybody out there has $10 million and you want your dick sucked, Bulldog's your fucking guy. Come get it. But you got to pay that shit up front. Like, there ain't gonna be I'll write you a check. No checks, motherfucking. You better have like $10 million. I think that shit'll go on a skid, like a pallet. And best believe I'm gonna have a little army of those little money counters to make sure every goddamn dollar is there before my lips ever touch your dick. So yeah, you ain't pulling one over on me. Jason No also asks, fuck, marry, kill. Black Widow, Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel. You pretty much put them in order for me. I'm a fuck Black Widow, I'm a marry Wonder Woman, and I'm gonna kill Captain Marvel. And that's pretty much that. Although I am kind of torn though, because man, I do love some Scarlett Johansson. I don't know, man. Yeah, you know what? Let's flip the first two. I'll fuck Wonder Woman, and then I'll marry Black Widow because I'll just get to fuck her for the rest of my life, right? Like that. Yeah, that seems like a man. That's a tough trade-off though, man. Gal Gadot and Scarlett Johansson. I don't even know that Captain Marvel girl's name, but she ain't even got a dog in this fight. Like I couldn't care less. Bo Jameson, man, I'm gonna come back to this, Bo. I'm gonna come back to this question. Andy Imlay asks, also, what's your favorite Ronnie Milsap song and why? And Patricia Wolf commented after Andy and said, sing me a song, please. I love when you sing. Well, that's amazing that, you wanted this, because I do have a favorite Ronnie Milsap song, and it's the, well, you can walk out on me tonight if you think that it ain't feeling right. But, darling, there ain't no getting over me. Hell yeah, dude. Ronnie Milsap was the fucking man. That blind old fuck. That dude could write some badass songs. And no getting over me. Oh, dude, that's some pimp shit right there. He just straight up told that woman, like, it's cool. Go ahead and leave. But you gonna think about this dick for the rest of your life. That's fucking phenomenal. Ronnie Milsap was a gangster. It's that song. Well, you can say that you need to be free, but there ain't no place that I won't be, sweet darling. There ain't no getting over me. Hell yeah. And then he says, I'll be the bill you forgot to pay. I'll be the dream that keeps you awake. I'll be the song on the radio. I'll be the reason that you tell the boys no. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He's got that woman so twisted up about his dick. Man, Ronnie Milsap could get a discount for like $8 million. I'll suck Ronnie Milsap's dick for $8 million. I'll do it on Mars too. I don't give a fuck where I do it, as long as I get that money. Well, I thought I was to the end of the questions where I could cycle, but Jacqueline Jacqueline jumped in just now. It says posted just now. I want to know how windmills cause cancer and what we're going to do about it. Well, windmills cause cancer by spinning out all these little nanites into the atmosphere, and these little fuckers get into your bloodstream, and they're already pre-programmed with these cancer cells, and they disperse them throughout your body. And I'm really just making that bullshit up. I have no goddamn idea what anybody's talking about windmills cause cancer. The only thing that I could figure is maybe those big ass batteries that they have to use in the for the generators in them, because yes, believe it or not, just because the wind is blowing doesn't mean that they're not also operating, like they have backup power. There's a really badass video online of one of those motherfuckers exploding, like during a huge windstorm or whatever. This huge turbine windmill just fucking explodes. Get on YouTube, look that shit up. It'll blow your fucking mind. What are we gonna do about it? Well, I mean, I think maybe we should go have a serious conversation with these windmills and find out why they want to give us cancer, and see if we can have a good sit down conversation, come to a mutual agreement. What the fuck are we going to do about it? I'm going to call your mother. I have no idea what we're going to do about windmills giving us cancer. How the fuck could they even determine that? Who I feel like this is fake news. At this point, I feel like they're just coming up with bullshit just to see how much bullshit they can pull on us. Like, does anybody else feel that way? Or is it just me? Because at this point, I feel like I'm being fucked with hard. Like, in mega fucking way. Anyway, I'm going to get to Bo Jameson's question now. And just so you know, Josh Elliott, don't worry, brother. I'm saving your question for last. And this is probably going to run a little bit over 30 minutes of mayhem today. It may be like 42 minutes of mayhem. I don't know. We'll see where I end up. But Bo Jameson asks, what year does Bulldog predict the technological singularity? And he says, I'm at 2039, FYI. So for those of you that don't know what that is, the technological singularity is the pure merging of man and machine that, in essence, allows us to become, for all intents and purposes, immortal. We will basically get to choose if and when we die. And when I say that, a lot of people think about hunger and blah, blah, blah. Well, no, that once the merging of man and machine has begun, you're going to see, I was joking about the windmills putting out nanites, nanite technology and all these little nanomites. And, well, they're showing that blood replacement therapy in mice, where they take the blood of younger mice and put it into the bodies of older mice, actually has reverse aging effects on these mice. Well, when you partner that with nanites, which are tiny microscopic machines, which now we're getting into Moore's law, but nanites are absolutely a possibility. I think, I'm actually pretty sure that they're already being utilized in certain applications. But nanites are going to be able to enter the bloodstream, first of all, to purify any imperfections in your blood. They're going to be able to monitor all of your organ health. They can kill dead cells and bad cells and help healthy cells reproduce. That literally means that your aging process can reverse or just halt. Like, if say you want to look 30 forever, well, that's going to be a high probability. This would also eliminate things like cancer or genetic defects or anything of that nature. Like imperfections in the blood, even like infection. This is the applications of nanites are one aspect of it, but then you're also going to have artificial organs coming into play, like that are completely cybernetic. They're going to be mechanical, they're going to be engineered, and if the nanites are also programmed to maintain these organs, like these mechanical organs, well then, and think about this, they're talking about the nanites will also have the ability to reproduce, like to replicate themselves, essentially. Now we're getting into true quantum mechanics in this discussion, but I don't think 2039 will be the full singularity, just because I remember being a kid in the 80s and everybody talked about, like, it's 2019 now. Bo predicts 2039. That's 20 years from now. I remember being a kid in the 80s, and everybody was talking about by the year 2000, we're going to have flying cars. And Marty McFly showed me that we'd have hoverboards. And, bitch, you can't even get on an airplane without getting your butthole fingered now. Like, that shit's not even happening. So we're hitting a point where, you can't really speculate in that short of a time. But I will say this. I think that within the next 20 years, you're going to see the first, I want to look up something real quick. Oldest documented person. Okay. The oldest person ever whose age has been verified is the contested case of Jean Calment of France, who died at the purported age of 122 years, 164 days. So, almost 122 and a half years old. So we'll just say 122. Now, let's look up oldest person in 2019. That dude's dead. As of April 5th, 2019, the oldest known living person is Kane Tanaka of Japan, aged 116. Way to go, Kane. Actually, I believe it would probably be Connie Tanaka. Yeah, because that E's going to be hard like my dick. So that's a 116-year-old. So by 2039, it would not be out of bounds to think we may see the first 130-year-old around that area. But I think, by 2040, you're going to start seeing a lot of elderly people becoming more spry with technological advancements and reverse aging effects. And we may well, in our lifetime, see the first person live to be 150 years plus. Raymond Kurzweil, I think he proposed that by 2065, human beings should hit immortality, like the immortality point, if they choose to, by that point, choosing whether or not they want to die. Well, I was born in 79, so that'll put me, 65. That'll put me at like 86 years old. Man, I'm really fat. I'm really fat and out of shape. If I can make it to 86 years old, that'd be kind of miraculous, but I'm kind of hoping I can hang on and make it, because if I can, that'd be cool as fuck to be 80 something years old and then all of a sudden, oh damn, Bulldog looks like he's 30 again and he looks like he lost about 200 pounds, and whoa man, what are you doing? And I'll be like, machines, bitches, singularity. Yeah, I'm that motherfucker that'll ride that shit out to the end of the universe. I want to see everything. I want to know everything. I want a positronic brain. I want to be able to sync up with not all you motherfuckers across the planet, but a lot of you. And I want that shared knowledge, and I want that hive mind, and I want to know every fucking collective thing that we can learn together, just not some of you. Yeah. So yeah, my prediction for the singularity, though, is probably going to be closer to the 2045, 2050 mark, like for full singularity, where by that point we actually have full-on cyborgs that are just as much machine as they are organic. Like they are just as much cybernetic as they are organic. True fucking cyborgs. I'm excited. I want to be one. Now, Samantha just commented, how you doing? I am doing just fine. All right, so I got to pull up something here to get to Josh Elliott's question. Where's the fucking... Oh, there we go. Match card. All right, so Josh Elliott asked me WrestleMania 35 predictions. I predict it's going to be one of the most uneventful WrestleManias of all time. There are a couple matches that I'm looking forward to, but in all honesty, oh man, I have not felt, I have never felt this about a WrestleMania. Like, usually by now I'm in full on WrestleMania mode. I'm ready to go. Usually I've been ready for 2 months by this point, like since Royal Rumble. And since Royal Rumble, I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know, man. The excitement's just not there. Now, so let's see here. Let's start from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we here. Jesus Christ. Okay, Women's Battle Royal. Confirmed entrants: Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, Zelina Vega. Man, give that shit to Nikki Cross, but make it mean something. The Women's Battle Royal, like, make it mean something. Otherwise, who cares, man? It's kind of like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's Braun Strowman, Michael Chi, Colin Yost. Who the fuck are these? I don't even know who the fuck that is. Andrade, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Lucha House Party, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Rhino, Victor, Connor, Ali. Fucking, what happened to Mustafa's first name? Mustafa Ali. Anyway, Shelton Benjamin, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Otis, Tucker, and EC3. Man, for that one, fucking make EC3 win that shit. I think it'd be funny as fuck. Then we got the Cruiserweight Championship. Buddy Murphy versus Tony. Buddy Murphy, who's the champion, versus Tony Nese. This is on the kickoff show, by the way. Man, that's a tough call. Buddy Murphy's a great champion, but Tony Nese has been there for a long time, and Tony Nese is the premier fucking athlete. I'd like to see Tony Nese win that, but I'm happy if Buddy retains. Raw Tag Team Championship, The Revival versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Man, we all know that Ryder and Hawkins are about to take them fucking belts. That shit, yeah, let's do it. SmackDown Tag Team Championship, the Usos, just kidding, the Usos, you're welcome, Chris. The Usos, who are the champions, versus Ricochet and Aleister Black, versus The Bar, versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. I think the Usos are going to manage to retain, but Ricochet and Aleister Black are the dark horse in this, man. That's just I think there's going to be some really high intensity spots in that fucking match, and it could be really cool. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin, farewell match for Angle. It's his final one, and I could not care less, and I feel terrible for Kurt because of it. I honestly think if you wanted to do it properly, you bring Cena back, man. Cena debuted against Angle, almost beat him. Angle is what made Cena. Like, let Cena come back, put Kurt out. Cena picks him up, gives him a hug. They raise each other's hands. The whole crowd gets to celebrate Kurt. Cena's not a bad guy for doing it. Everybody would understand the fucking story, and any of your little shitty kids that don't get it, take the time to explain it and why this is a good thing. I don't know why Baron Corbin is in this at all. It doesn't make sense. I couldn't give a fuck who wins or loses this match, but as a wrestler, God, Kurt, go out on your back, man. You don't want to go out on a win. Just go out on your back. Make Corbin look strong, I guess, for whatever they're trying to do with it. The Miz versus Shane McMahon. This one I'm actually looking forward to. Falls Count Anywhere. Whoo. These two dudes, they're going to go hard in the fucking paint. This is gonna be insane. This has been a pretty cool storyline that's built up between them. I dig it. I love what they're doing. I love that Shane has been like positioned into heel. You know, heel role. Miz is like a super face right now. The crowd fucking loves Miz, but even though Shane's a heel, the crowd still loves Shane, and the crowd knows that this could very well be the match of the night. It really could, and it's right in the middle of the show from what it looks like. So that's what a great fucking spot for them to get, you know, like a premiere match position. I think it's going to be awesome. Women's Tag Team Championship, Sasha Banks and Bayley, who are the champions, versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya, versus Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka, versus the Iconics. Come on, Iconics. God damn it. I love Billie Kay and Peyton Royce so goddamn much. Like, not even because they're both smoking hot. I love them because they are both absolutely fucking hilarious, and they're really good workers. Like, those two chicks, man, both of them are from Australia. I don't know, maybe it's because they're a little tougher stock, but Billie Kay is just gorgeous, and she can work her ass off, and I hope she doesn't work her ass off, because that is a fantastic ass. God, she's so fucking hot. And Peyton Royce, I think Peyton Royce is like super cute, but together I think they're hilarious. I love their gimmick. I love that they're just better than everybody, and they're BFFs, and it's really funny. I think they're hilarious. I love them. I hope they win. United States Championship, Samoa Joe, who's the champion for whatever reason. I know a lot of you are high on Samoa Joe, and I just think a lot of you are high. Dude, Joe's like, in my opinion, he's a solid worker, but he's not a main event guy to me. Like, he doesn't stand out. Like, I don't believe in Joe. Like, there's nothing that has ever made me go, oh yeah, man, you know, Samoa Joe's fucking legit. No, man. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe if somebody can convince me otherwise, I mean, feel free to try, but Joe just does not fucking, there's nothing exciting about him to me. There's except I hear his music. I love his fucking entrance music. It's badass, but that's about it for Joe, for Bulldog. Like, he's lost on me. Anyway, for the United States Championship, he's facing Rey Mysterio. And if you really wanted to set up the U.S. Championship in a great fucking match, and you could make it ironic as fuck, you have Andrade versus Rey Mysterio, two Mexican dudes for the United States Championship, and you make that motherfucker, I don't know, best 2 out of 3 falls or a ladder match or any fucking gimmick you want. I don't care, man. Those two are magical together, Andrade and Rey. But instead it's Samoa Joe and Rey. I don't care if Rey wins. I don't care if Joe wins. Whatever. Oh, I don't care. Intercontinental Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. And apparently Balor's going to come out as the Demon, but the Demon looked really fucking retarded on Raw. Like, what a shit paint job that was for the Demon. And what a corny, goofy, hokey fucking segue into it. Like, oh my God, man. Like, I am not 7 years old, and it was just, ugh. Like, there were children cringing in the crowd from that segue for the Demon. It was so terrible. I don't care who wins this match either. This is what I'm talking about, man. There's so much shit I don't care about happening at WrestleMania. How's that possible? That's fucking ridiculous, man. Bring back Paul Orndorff, would you? I'll watch that dude and his atrophied arm fucking kick the shit out of somebody. I don't care. That would be way more exciting. Fucking bring Hogan out to leg drop somebody, please. As much as I don't want to see that old bald bastard, I would rather see him. I'd rather see him drop 15 leg drops in a row than watch half of this. Oh, God damn it. Triple H versus Batista. No holds barred. Triple H's career on the line. Well, then we all know how that's going to go. And this match is what? I don't know, 15 years overdue? Fuck. Like, it was a terrible buildup. It was rushed. It didn't make any sense. I get it. They're buddies. They get to do this one last thing together, but I don't know. Is Triple H going to become the new Undertaker for WrestleMania? I don't even want to say that because I love Triple H, man, but this just, man, I'm really upset by this year's WrestleMania, if you can't tell. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. This is going to be cool as fuck. Yeah, I really think that this match will be second or third best on the card. Like, it's going to fucking, woohoo. That one's going to be great. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre absolutely needs to win this match. Roman Reigns does not need to win this match. Drew McIntyre needs this. They need to... WWE needs to decide what they're going to do with Drew McIntyre. Is he going to be, a true force? Because the guy is pure everything. He's pure talent. He's got the look. He's got the build. He's got the charisma, the mic skills. Everything he does is just right on point, perfect. It is like when he comes out, the space-time continuum bends for him. It is like he is perfect. He's great in everything he does right now. And Drew McIntyre absolutely needs to win that match. Roman Reigns doesn't need it to stay established, blah, blah, blah. I'll go ahead and skip this one real quick. I'll come back to it. Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins doesn't win this and get this goddamn belt back on Raw, then that Universal title is done. Nobody gives a fuck about it. We've seen that title on Raw, a total of 47 days in the how many years it's existed now? Who gives a flying fuck about the Universal Championship? The Intercontinental Championship matters more on Raw than the Universal title. It's done. If Brock retains, why? Fucking why? Let Seth be the man to destroy him. Do it, Kingslayer. Kick him in the fucking nuts. Do whatever you got to do. I don't give a shit. Either way, man, Seth Rollins got to win that fucking title to get it back on Raw. If he doesn't, that's done. Just fucking eliminate it. Nobody gives a fuck about the Universal title. Winner take all. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Ronda, you've had a good run. You did get really funny here at the end of it with how you played the heel role and telling fans that it's fake and calling everybody marks, and then the slew of memes that came of you telling us all of these things that were not true. Oh my God, that made me laugh. However, you are highly unpolished. You're a tremendous athlete, Ronda. I give you all of the credit in the world for what you accomplished in the world of MMA and jumping women's sports ahead by a good decade, at least, maybe two. You did a lot for women's sports. I think you were rushed into the main roster. You're a very unpolished. I think that a year in NXT would have been invaluable for you, but I realize your name is too big of a draw, and so we got to suffer through lack. And when I say suffer, I don't mean that it was agonizing, but some of it was agonizing. But it's not your fault. It was just, that's a marquee. You've got a marquee name. We got to put you on the marquee. We got to put you on the main roster. Luckily, you were with some women that really helped you develop and helped you come along with your in-ring ability. The promos, sweetie, God, I know it's tough to be put on the spot, especially on worldwide television, but man, they should have put you in some classes to lead up to this, to build up to this. That's brutal. Like, your in-ring work, not so bad, but when you get a microphone in hand, all of us kind of go, oh shit. It's not your fault. You did the best with what you were given. But yeah, it's time for you to take a break. I understand you want to be a mom. Go be a mom. That's cool. Come back. Like, before you come back, spend about 3 to 6 months really learning the craft. Go home. Watch old fucking tapes. Like, watch old videos of the progression of women's wrestling. Truly learn it. Not even just women's wrestling. Watch the men. Watch the progression from the 70s into the 80s, into the 90s. Get to know the Monday Night Wars inside and out. Understand why you are in the company you are in now and how they barely survived this onslaught of a billionaire-run company, and yet they managed to come out ahead and they won. Get a full appreciation for the business. And if you can't, I mean, I understand, but if you don't have a full appreciation for the business, then don't be here full time. You're not needed, at least by us, the fans. And I know that the company may think that you're a big marquee name, but it's actually causing more harm than it is good. Charlotte doesn't need this win. This is built for Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch needs to have both of those titles. Becky Lynch needs to appear on both brands. That is going to cement women's wrestling like heavily. If Becky is dual brand champ, she's got the Raw and SmackDown women's titles. It's going to be fantastic. Now on to the event of the evening. I realize that a lot of you do not understand the significance of this match. The WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, whether you like it or not, this is the truth. Kofi Kingston has the opportunity to become the first black, he was born in Ghana, the first African WWE champion in history. And I know that a lot of people scream The Rock, but The Rock identifies as a Samoan. It's not the same. Yes, he is half black. Not the same. And there has not been there's no black WWE champion. The World Heavyweight Championship, the Undisputed Championship, those were separate lineages. When we're talking about just the WWE Championship that used to be the WWF, used to be the WWF Championship, there have been no black title holders. And Kofi is perfect. Oh my God. Kofi Mania. This stage is set. I think Daniel Bryan understands it completely. He knows what he has to do for Kofi in that ring. Kofi knows what he has to do to make Daniel look like an absolute beast. Eric Rowan is going to be on the outside of that ring. You know, he's going to add a whole other presence to this to try to keep Kofi down. When the referee counts to 3, if Daniel Bryan's shoulders are on that mat and Kofi's hand gets raised after that 3, you're going to hear one of the loudest pops that you have ever heard in WrestleMania or wrestling history. Ever. It's going to, that place, to quote Gorilla Monsoon, they've gone bananas. Yeah, dude, it's going to be ape shit crazy in that arena. I think they're in Madison Square Garden, right? Yeah. It's going to be fucking nuts. I'm going to scream in my house loud enough that they will hear it in New York. That's going to be insane. I think it's going to be a tremendous match. I hope they give them like 45 minutes to maybe almost an hour. Just let them go. Let Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston do what Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston do. And they're going to be fucking amazing. And yeah, that's it for the goddamn, dude. We went almost 50 minutes of mayhem. You guys got 20 bonus minutes of mayhem because of WrestleMania. You're fucking welcome. So yeah, that's it for this week's edition of 30 minutes of mayhem plus 20. And I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast, and I'll be back Sunday with the regular show with Nubsy Slow, and I think Breezy D's coming back, and Miss Viv Vane. You definitely want to check these ladies out on the regular show. Oh my God, it's going to be insane. Later.